You're here, I'm pleased, I really feel your company. Your style, your smile, your pace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be.
Excuse me, miss. I was in the waiting room when you gave your testimony. And what I realized is that we have an enemy in common. While you were being called to the office again, I was being put out the only home I've ever known. While you were shaking with anxiety and fear over something no one ever wants to hear, I was shaking in dread. Because we all know what happens to little girls that have no home and no one to claim them. I think our souls passed each other by. See, my soul left me a long time ago in a dingy motel room, ripped away by brutal force. It fled, unable to find its way back home.
Historical people, who would you want in your seat and why?
Wow. I guess because I'm different. You know, I'm not really starstruck. And so it would be hard to really pinpoint anybody in particular. First person that just came to my mind, you know, I mean, if I had an opportunity to cut Denzel, you know, I would.
That's a good one.
I'd do that.
That would be a dope conversation.
Exactly.
How important is diversity in your work, considering you grew up in a bilingual and bicultural home?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important. I think at this point, just in society, there's just so much diversity. You know, whether it be in language, whether it be in your upbringing, whether it be, you know, whatever that is. And so I think growing up in, you know, a bilingual household as well as really a bicultural, despite the fact that, you know, my parents are you know, both of Hispanic descent, but growing up in two different cultures of, you know, very traditional values in the home and very different, and sometimes similar values, right, outside of the home, but in different ways, right?
Yeah.
And so,
he tests those whom he loves. I pray he continues to love me till my death. I pray he continues testing me and testing me and testing me until I have no questions left. Until I can ingest knowledge and choke on lies and spit out truth with every breath. But you see, until love for what he loves and hate for what he hates is the only thing that's left within my chest. I know that I will constantly fight to love what's right because I was created with a heart that sits slightly to the left. But I'm okay with that. Because I always knew and always know that he knows exactly what is best. You see, he knew that it would only be a matter of time before I would open my eyes and finally realize that I needed to look deep down inside and pull out the divide so that my heart and my mind would collide and learn to work together.
Yo, what's happening, Forest Hill and Everman family, online community. We are back like we never left. Very first episode in the year of 2025. We are back. This is Ordinary Conversations with Extraordinary People with your host, Willie Beam, and I have an exciting guest for you guys. We've been ready to make some things happen, but I want to introduce this guy. I got to give him a great introduction. He is originally from St. Ann, grew up in Kingston, Jamaica, licensed general contractor here in the state of Texas, founder and owner of Call Randy LLC, diverse skill sets with framing, drywall installation, electrical work, and many more. Highly recommended throughout the DFW Metroplex online community. Ladies and gents, y'all give a warm welcome to my brother, Mr. Randy Barnett. What's going on, man? I had to give you a solid intro, man. That's just how we do here, man.
It's actually Junior Barnett.
Oh, yeah.
But Randy is so right because I didn't know I was junior until I was like 6 years old.
Wow.
No, it was a little bit earlier than that when I first went to school.
Wow. Okay, that's
It
something.
was hidden from me.
How you doing, man? How was your New Year?
Good, man.
Everything was good. Okay. Let's get to it, man. I want you to take a moment just to share with our listeners and viewers your upbringing growing up in, I guess, St. Ann and moving in Kingston, Jamaica. I want to know a little more about you. I know a little bit, but not a lot.
It's a lot different from here. Back where I'm from, I mean, like first going to school, we walked to school like about a mile or two. Other than, and it's not roads like here. It used to be like in the countryside. So it's different. But it was tough upbringing and a lot of discipline that, bring us to where we are today.
I got you. Discipline as far as your parents.
Oh yeah. They don't do the spare the rod type of thing in Jamaica. They say if you spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Yeah.
There you have it. But it make you into a different character, I guess.
Yeah. I guess how was it? How was your childhood growing up in Kingston, Jamaica?
Well, in Kingston now it's mostly like work, but yeah, just like hustle and bustle here. It's the same. I mean, you gotta make your rent, make your bills, and all that kind of stuff just the same.
Yeah.
And I literally started out at 14, basically, because me and my dad didn't get along too well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I decided that I was a man.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I got you. From when I was doing my studies and I guess trying to research and learn more about Kingston, from what I see, Kingston is often referred to as a cultural capital of Jamaica. What are some key institutions, events, or places in Kingston that showcase its cultural significance? What is it about Kingston that stands out?
Well, as you know, everybody want to say that they're from Kingston, so it's a very impressive, to me, a very impressive place. A lot of variety. I mean, there's a lot of, just like here, a lot of poor people and a lot of super rich people. So it's like sky's the limits for some people and the others that just don't make it. And then there's the in-between.
Yeah.
Nightclubs, parties. You can have a party every single day of the week. Anywhere, any part of the city. Yeah, it's a different type of lifestyle.
Yeah. Would you say fast paced?
Oh yeah, it's just like New York City or Los Angeles. Back in the days when I was there. Yeah. It would be compared to those type of cities.
Those type
but in the Jamaican way.
What's the Jamaican way, man?
They party different, man. They party different.
Okay.
They party. When they party, they party.
Right. I was also studying too. I saw that they have a Bob Marley museum out there.
Oh yeah. So you were talking about with the culture, yeah.
Right, the culture, yeah.
Yeah, but Bob Marley is actually from St. Ann.
Where you grew up?
Where you were from, yeah.
Right.
And then he also migrated to Kingston for a better life.
Wow.
The fast pace, and he started music. Now we have a museum there, whereas other cultures are concerned, they, you know, it used to be like an imperial system that's in Jamaica, and there's a place called Devon House. Devon House is one of those mansions that it would be like the White House back in the days.
Wow.
And they still hold that as historic fortress where it's more like a museum, just like Bob Marley Museum. Yeah.
I got you. Staying in this, I guess, space and culture of Kingston, what are some must-try dishes when visiting Kingston? It's a two-part question. And where are the best places to enjoy authentic Jamaican cuisine?
In Jamaica?
Yeah, in Jamaica.
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. Now, market, there's going to be a different taste, different flavor, based on, you know, the cooks, the chefs,
Right.
you know, taste. But overall, in general, it's going to be like ackee and saltfish is their national dish, which ackee is almost like egg. It's a fruit, but it's almost like egg. Same color, same texture and everything. When you do scrambled eggs. So it's kind of like the same thing. And then there is callaloo, which is, you guys have collard green.
Yeah, we have collard green.
We have callaloo, which is technically the same.
Same.
Just collard green take a lot longer to cook. This one you cook in minutes, and the taste is. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, stuff like that is a must try, because you're able to appreciate it and see the difference in them.
I got you.
And try some fried dumpling and maybe a steamed fish or something.
Okay. From what I've heard in the grapevine, I heard you can cook, man.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do my own little thing, but like I do a lot of spice though.
I like spicy food.
Oh, really?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then we should try some jerk chicken then, because that's a must try.
I've tried jerk chicken, but I don't know if it's. I mean, you from there, you would have to put us on game. So I gotta try it from you. Is that
You
what you're
gotta
saying?
try it, yeah. You gotta try it.
Okay. Growing up in St. Anne or Kingston, transitioning, did you find it hard making adjustments transitioning from Jamaica to Texas? Was it a hard thing?
Well,
for
I
you?
took a wide turn coming to actually America from Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was bartending at Wyndham. It was Wyndham Hotel back then, in New Kingston, for about 4 years, and I decided to go bartend on a cruise ship. And I spent 8 years doing that.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to love it. I thought that was it, and then you go tired of it. It doesn't make you happy anymore. You try to find it again.
Yeah, that can be a hard thing.
No,
Yeah.
not for me.
Not for you?
Because when it's over, it's bye.
Yeah.
And I'm next,
Yeah, on to the next.
on to the next.
Yeah.
But there's always something that I know that I'm missing. There's always something missing until you find it.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I guess what was your initial reaction when you made that transition from Jamaica to America?
Oh,
What was the coach? Well, I'm pretty sure it was a culture shock.
oh yeah, it was. I tried. You know what? I think I always like to try helping people more than I think, because it's a good thing you asked that. 'Cause I started selling cars, and it wasn't about the profit that I'm making, but more about the being able to help
somebody. Yeah.
And I'll tell you a story on that if you do.
No, go ahead. No,
It
this
was
you
like-
the guess.
I remember this, and the reason why I had to leave the car business. I had a promotion for school teachers or ex-school teachers and stuff like that. They get 3% over what the dealer paid for the car. It was like a 4th of July sale or something like that.
Right.
And I remember I sold a car to this retired teacher. She was living on her pension and stuff like that. She was paying like $126 per month for her car.
Oh, I wish I was paying that.
She ended up almost paying $600 with the finance, and she had impeccable credit. The finance gave her gap insurance, that insurance, protecting theft card, and a whole lot of different stuff. And I was so furious when she called me, when her son called me tonight. Why did I? Because I told her she already knew she was going to be paying $126.
Exactly.
Your finance is going to be like 2% or something to the effect. Man, I was so livid when I found out, because I didn't find that out until her son called me that night. I said, no, just tell her, do you come with her and bring the car back in the morning? Because there's a 72-hour clause that you can bring it back within 72 hours after purchasing. She brought the car back. They didn't want to take it back because they was making so much. I almost make $1,000 on the back end of a deal that I was getting $50 for. That's how bad they did this lady, and that threw me off of the car business completely.
Wow.
I tell them I'll teach people how to sell cars, but I don't want to sell cars anymore.
Whew. Yeah, I heard it's a rough business, man.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's an unconscionable business. It's a dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. Nope.
Wow. So you're more on the side of making sure that people get service right rather than always chasing the dollar or the commission.
I can't do it.
Wow.
Can't do it.
Going back to your bio and mentioned that you are a dedicated family man. How are your relationships with your children?
Oh, my relationship with my kids? I guess it would be just like a normal family would. There's some that grow up and think that they don't really need you no more, so they go off on their own, and every now and then they pop up, hey, what's going on? Something was up, they want something. They get it, and then they disappear again, and every now and then you nudge them and say, hey, you good? And they're good. But they're all adults, they're all independent, they're all by them. So
That's good.
my last son just got married in August.
Wow, congrats.
August, September, yeah.
Okay. You have fun at the wedding?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Y'all all still close? Are they spread out?
They're all over.
Yeah.
No, they flew the coop as soon as they turned 18, basically, all of them.
Oh, yeah. I was still at home at 18. Everybody's different, though.
I left home at 14.
Wow. That's early.
Yeah, I know.
For you, what was your experience like when you first became a father? What was that initial experience like?
It was weird.
How so?
You're responsible for another life. And it's almost like in one sense, my interpretation of it back then was I don't know what to do, because for me, the experiences that I have with my say father or any other figure around, there was no nurturing or anything like that
For you?
For me.
Yeah.
And I know that it's necessary because I've encountered friends or other people giving that nurturing to their kids. So I tend to do it differently, and I let them do a lot of the learning on their own and try to correct them as they go.
As they go, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because each individual have their own way of learning, like I did, and I think all of them have that trait, which is good.
Yeah. No, I believe I've had a similar experience, man. Not having that nourishment and early on, not having my father early on. It took time for us to get to the point that we are now, so I definitely can agree with that. Also, for you, this would be, I guess, like a flip side question. Has there ever been a time to where you've learned valuable lessons from your children? Because most of the time,
Every day.
it's the other way around.
Every day. Every day. I tell you, my son did something to me the other day, just the other day, that made me know, well, put me back to a time when I was doing, not knowing that I was doing technically the right thing, and what he has learned from it that kept him going over the years. We used to I used to when I read the story, we used to enact the scenes and stuff like that, the childhood stories and stuff like that. And he said that throughout the years when he's doing whatever he's doing, whatever he's learning and stuff like that, he put himself in he used to like reading, being in the story, being the main character and stuff like that. So he adapted his life, he said, based on that platform. So that's him. That's him.
That's crazy.
sorry, that's-
live on live on the
I can't-
show. We got the son calling. That's
One
crazy.
moment. I'll call you right back.
That's hilarious.
The same one I'm talking about.
The same son.
son I'm talking about.
That's funny.
I thought that silence was
Wow, that's crazy.
that was just like he just that's weird. That's not funny, that's weird.
Wow.
If I said that to
He
you,
knew. I guess he knew,
knew.
man. I
He
guess he
felt
knew. He felt it. Wow, that's crazy. So, even in your, being a father and making sure that you're catering. Oh, you
another part of that is
Go ahead.
He said that was because he just had a baby in November 18th. He had the first child. He's 25. His first child, and he said, "I'm going to make sure that everything that you did to me, I do to this child because
Wow.
I have no regrets." This is what he said. "I have no regrets on the way I grew up, even though a lot of the times you were not there, you were always there."
Wow.
I was like, "Damn,
Wow.
I was doing the right thing."
Wow. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
Stuff like that. I said, "Okay, you're good." I leave them alone, and they reach out when they need to.
When they need to, yeah. That's good. That's good. That's great that he saw that early on, and he can appreciate you for that. So that's amazing. Even in this space, for you, what has been the most rewarding thing in regard to your fatherhood journey? Stuff like that.
And all of them have their own little niche, their own little stuff that they said it was because of you. You did this kind of stuff. I love it though.
Wow. That's
Made
good.
me feel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a great feeling, especially hearing it, from your children.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I get that one day. I don't have any yet. But I learned from other people around me that
Listen,
had.
don't wait too late, man.
Yeah, they have kids.
It's a part of when you actually become. You think you're a man now? Wait until you start having kids. He should tell you.
I know. My engineer tell me all the time. I mean, we have those conversations.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, it can be.
It's
Yeah, he tell me all the time.
yeah.
So for you personally, if you could speak to the younger Randy Barnett, what encouragement would you give him? The younger version of yourself. What would you tell him?
Just basically go for what you believe in, because eventually that's what you're gonna do. It might take you a much longer time when you don't give yourself the chance that you believe in. Don't hesitate, just go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. Making a transition, making a pivot, we're gonna get into this business space. That's a lot that I've learned about you, knowing you for these last couple of months. So in 2006, you established Call Randy LLC. Kind of walk us through the early stages of starting your business.
Oh man, me and my cousin started hanging TVs back then. They were plasma TVs.
I remember them.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah, I remember them.
So we used to have to chisel out walls to make that thing sit in, hanging on the wall. Or, I remember we did work for even Shaquille O'Neal.
I want to hear this story.
No, man.
No.
No,
Is it a good story?
It's not to say a good story. We're doing work, so
Right.
work is work. But I never met him personally then, but I did afterwards.
I got
I
you.
did at the games. But in his house, in his bedroom, we cut. That's when we cut up a wall to insert the TV, and then it comes out.
That's crazy.
It was.
You talking about the fat?
The plasma.
The plasma.
Not the big.
Not the
ones.
big ones.
They were about this
Thick. Yeah.
weigh about 400 pounds,
My goodness.
and that was a 60-inch. That thing was heavy. It had 2 handles on the side.
Yeah, you came a long way, man.
A long way, but they came a long way with TVs since
True.
then.
True.
You know, and we did a lot of fantastic work for the first 2 years, 2006 to 2008. It took off everywhere in Florida. We were hanging TVs and stuff, and then the housing crash. Nobody was doing anything back then in Florida. No home improvement, no nothing. Everything just got so expensive. 2008, you remember?
Yeah, I do. I remember 2008.
Oh man, everybody just climb up. Not doing anything. So we transitioned to other things, and then we started the music thing. We got more into that. So
Yeah.
work-wise, we do work, but only like cameras and lighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also I was with AT&T. After I left the car business, I went to AT&T and I did up to 2006. So when I left AT&T in 2006, that I started the transition.
I got you. Did most of your entrepreneur journey start in Florida, and then you guys just kind of migrated?
Yes. Yeah. We even have clients as far as Flagstaff, Arizona, which I still service today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's dope. I guess in the space that you're in, what other, services that you offer in regards to that industry? Because people that's watching, listening, they might.
We do everything from networking, lighting, the whole night. Whatever you can conceive, we can achieve. Whatever you can conceive,
we can achieve.
Pretty much.
I like that.
No matter what you can think of,
y'all can do it.
I can do it.
That's good. As far as your team, how many people are in your squad that helps out?
That right now,
Yeah.
it all depends on the job, because the people, they're all working independently on their own craft or whatever they do.
I got you.
So depending on the size of the job, if the money is right, they all come.
Gotcha. Money gotta be right.
Money gotta be right.
We gotta make more money, man. 2025.
So I can pull them in whenever I need them.
Yeah. I got you. Where did the inspiration come from in regard to wanting to become an entrepreneur? Did you have any siblings, friends, family that kind of helped mold your career now? That kind of gave you that push, like this is what I want to do?
The early basis of it, technically my even though my dad and I didn't see eye to eye after a certain point in my life,
Yeah.
a lot of his thoughts of me back then, because of, I guess, how he perceived me, was trying to encourage me to go into the electrical field, which I did. He didn't know this, but I still did it, even though I was doing my own thing. I still did what he was saying, because like the Bible says, honor your mother and father. I try to do, even though I might not in your face tell you I'm not doing it, and I still will do it just because I'm supposed to, And yeah, it started back then, but the part of me that really get to this point is like the experiences I had, like say when I own a home and stuff like that, and you call somebody to come fix something which you can fix that yourself, and you're paying so much money, and some of them being really unfair with it too.
Yeah.
I said, nah man, that's not right. And I like helping people.
Yeah.
I do. And like I said, your dream can be my dream if we all share it.
I like that. I like that. In this entrepreneur space, if you can give me 3 characteristics that every business owner should have, what would they be and why? 3 qualities that you feel like every business person should have in regard to what they do.
Be fair to your customers. Number 1. Especially if it's a repeat customer, somebody that believes in you enough to allow you to do again for them.
Yeah.
Be fair to them. Don't give a customer something that you wouldn't want for yourself.
Yeah.
That don't, do you?
Yeah.
My brand is, if I wouldn't want this in my space, why should I
give it to
in your space?
Yeah.
And just be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Most importantly. Yeah.
That's it. Just be honest.
Yeah. Especially if you want to keep a long customer base. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely got to be honest with folks. Yes. Share with us the importance on networking and building relationships with other like-minded people. What does networking and building relationships mean to you?
It mean to me, in the general sense of life itself, one hand washes the other. You need help, you need your back scratched, you can't reach it, I scratch your back. I need my back scratched, can't reach it, you scratch my back.
Yeah.
Or, networking for me is like, that's a bottom line of it, but it allows people to, I guess, see where there's a need to help or try to fill that need. Like-minded people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and say for instance, guys who work mowing the lawn and stuff like that during the summer. In the winter, you might need help putting up Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Want help each other,
Yeah.
keep the fire burning.
Yeah. And I believe network is important. You just never know what you may need from the next person that can open the door for you. So, yeah, definitely networking and building long-lasting, healthy relationships can take you a while. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you've connected with people throughout your journey to help you get to where you are today. So, no, that's good stuff. Going into this process, take us through the process of becoming a licensed general contractor in
Texas.
Yeah, here in Texas. Oh, is it strictly Texas, or you?
Well, for right
now.
But I still do work in Florida. I guess you gotta get the name.
Is it the name for the company?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Then you gotta license the name. You can get your business license, and I think that's it. The necessary paperwork from the governing factors, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it don't seem like it takes a lot.
It can, I guess, because they had made a mistake on the name of my business, and it took me about almost 4 tries to get it right.
Wow. Sheesh. How did you come up with the name? You just like that, or you like, hey, call Randy?
That's it.
That's it.
I didn't. It just happened. Just like that. Just like that.
I got you.
Actually, I was asked, so what would it? My stepson asked me, so what would you call it? I said, call Randy. Just like
It's
that.
just like that.
Just like that.
That's simple. I got you. How were you initially exposed and working in the construction industry? Was it from your father? Was it from other people that were in the industry?
Actually, I watched my house being built in Florida from scratch. In the construction part of it. And whatever intrigues me, I normally try to go at it. If it makes me feel And the shortcuts, when I start detecting like shortcuts or what they're doing wrong and stuff like that, do something on my part if I'm doing to make sure that I don't make that kind of mistake.
Right.
But other than that's the initial, and then just you know you can do it and you just do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Was most of your training hands-on? Was there workshops?
99% of it was hands-on and get it right too.
Well, what steps do you take to ensure clear and consistent communication between you and your clients? I believe effective communication is important, especially when you have a client base.
That is true. And right now I'm at a point where I'm not able to 100%, be, say for instance, communicating with them, because just because of where I'm at right now in terms of the business. But hopefully in not too distant future, the website is up.
That's good.
And as soon as things start picking up, I guess we'll be able to have more consistent communication, like the same day reply or same hour reply, rather than a day pass or too many hours pass and you have to make other decisions.
Yeah.
Like one of my client called the other night after I was asleep. He had a busted pipe. Then when I texted him like 5 a.m. in the morning when I saw it, that's the time I woke up. He said he already have somebody coming out to take a look at it. They shut the pipe off and they're gonna wait on them to come. But I'm gonna be able to see emergency alerts and stuff like that.
Right.
In the not too distant future.
Gotcha. So most of your clients come to you directly, or do you have your team in place to make sure that?
I used to have a team. The team is not there right this second.
Right.
But in the not too distant future, there'll be, depending on
the job,
the flow of the flow of the jobs coming in.
Gotcha. How can our viewers and listeners, I guess, get a hold of you or your website? How can they find you?
Well, callrender.com. Right? Callrender.com.
Okay. Gotcha. Considering we are in this winter season, give you a scenario. How do you handle situations when unexpected plumbing issues arise during a project that you've been assigned to? You mentioned somebody pipe busting earlier. How do you handle those situations?
Well, you see, since he called me that night, especially my senior customers, I've either touched base with them, the ones that I not say care, but the ones that I know might not be able to, and ensure that they take their safeguards in covering the pipes and dripping the pipes and so on and so forth, so that might not happen to them. I could probably try to do like an alert to my customers via email or text.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys do this, so on and so forth. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. I just thought about it. Just thought about that.
Yeah. Gotcha. I guess another one would be to follow that up. How do you handle clients that don't have realistic expectations when it comes to flooring or roofing or whatever? How do you make them see the bigger picture?
No, it's not say make them see the bigger picture. Say for instance, somebody said, "Oh, I want this floor done and I want it to be $20." I said, even if I do the job, I'm just using this.
Scenario.
Even if I do the job for free, the material alone would cost you more than the $20. I just showed them the reality. That's it. There is no. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
There's no. One-on-one is still gonna be two.
I got you. Staying in this customer space, describe the meaning of what quality customer service means to you. What would that mean to you in regards to the clients that you've built over time. What does quality customer service look like through Call Randy LLC?
In a few words, total satisfaction. In general, I'm going to ask you, you okay with this until you said yes. Right?
Right.
Right. So that if you're doing a job for somebody and you're not making them and you're not satisfying them, then what are you doing?
No, I agree. Yeah, you just wasting you're wasting your time.
And happiness for my clients are the best satisfaction for me, even better than the money. You happy?
Well, I know you mentioned earlier having clients in Arizona?
Mm-hmm. Flagstaff.
Flagstaff. Do you plan on expanding in other
As a
states?
matter of fact, at the end of this month, I have a house, interior of a house to paint in, what's the name of it? It's Surprise, Arizona.
Hmm.
Yeah, Surprise, Arizona. I painted the interior of a house, so I have to drive down there because I might be down there for a week. Might be more than one, depending. Yeah, Surprise, Arizona.
Surprise, Arizona. Never heard of that. Let's see. Okay. Any other states that you have in mind this year?
Right now, I just did a remodel in Houston early on, in December. 2 weeks out of December, I was down in Houston doing a remodel. I have customers in Houston, McKinney, Greenville, Weatherford, all around the Metroplex.
Yeah.
I have customers in Florida.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
And I got customers in Arizona. No other state just yet. But wherever my clients go, they normally come do it ahead. Come do this for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Do you have any projects from where you're originally from St. Anne or
In
Kingston?
Jamaica?
Yeah, in Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm planning to do some crazy stuff up there. I'm gonna be making some guest houses, which is gonna be turned into
like Airbnbs.
Airbnb.
Yeah, that people can rent out.
Yes.
Okay.
Plan on doing that. Starting something on that this year, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting, man.
That's gonna be my retirement. Yeah.
It's gonna be your retirement plan.
That's my retirement job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hopefully got a few more years for that because I kind of enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear all the time when you enjoy what you do, then it's really not work.
It's not work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You keep looking for that joy.
Yeah.
That pleasure you get from doing
What you do. Yeah. And that's something I've learned too, even being here for the amount of time that I've been here. Like, I love it, man. It's amazing. You know, I can showcase my personality. There's flexibility here. We have a great staff of people, man, and the community work that we do to try to push the library forward. It's been great, man. You know, coming from warehouse ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah.
It's a whole culture shock, man. And so, you know, God allowed me to come in this space and network and meet other people. It's been great, and I love it.
That's a good thing. There's a lot of people that don't understand the joy you get out of just helping someone.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think there's much of a greater joy though. Being able to have an impact on somebody. Not say on their life, but on their situation, on whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We all serve in some capacity. Yeah. We all should be called to serve. So we all have different people that we do serve. So no, you're right about that. You're right. That's good stuff. What are the best ways to manage and resolve customer complaints quickly and effectively? How do you deal with that? 'Cause I'm pretty sure you probably experienced it.
It all depends on the situation because every situation have a different. It's either gonna, for me, it's either gonna cost me or it's gonna cost the customer. Find a medium to resolve where both can be happy. For me, if it's a fault situation where I'm wrong, I'll take care of it. If it's a fault situation where the customer is wrong, we got to find a median.
Yeah.
That's the only way to, I think, to handle any situation, rather than just customer situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely got to find some
Common ground.
common ground. Yeah.
Common ground.
You got to find that. Make sure.
Nobody's at a disadvantage, and you should be good.
Gotcha. Considering you are a licensed general contractor, what separates Car Randy LLC from all other similar businesses? What is that thing that separates what you do from other people that are in the same industry?
I wouldn't say I know of any, like, per se separation, but if you hire us to do a job, we're gonna try to deliver what you ask us to do. Hopefully within the time frame that you ask us.
Yeah.
And we can just put our best foot forward at all times.
Yeah.
Try to do our best at what we do at all times. And sometimes, no matter how you dice it or slice it, you'll never have it 100%. There are times when that happens. There are times when you surpass expectations. But what separates us? I don't think there's much that separates us. We just try to do as best as we can when we are asked.
Gotcha. In regards to your company, what are some goals you would like to accomplish this year that would take your business and brand to the next level? What are those goals for 2025?
For me, for 2025, what I really wanted to do was try to find some young folks, male, female, don't matter, and try to extract some of this into their,
pour
into their
into,
brain.
yeah, pour it into them.
And I can't make them feel the joy of it, but with the hope that they can get a little bit of the pleasure I get from doing it, and then continue it, continue doing it on their own with me, no matter.
Yeah. Now that's definitely a great start. Bring in some.
I noticed what it did to my nephew was he was here for 6 months with me, and whatever knowledge he got when he went back home to Georgia, that's what he's doing right now. Still.
Wow.
That's a year, 2.5 years now.
Wow.
So I know the power of showing them the right way, or even if they were doing it all this time, not knowing that, I was doing it. And then he found out, whoa, that kind of effect.
Yeah. That's good. Nah, definitely pouring into the younger generation.
And you know what? You can't take knowledge with you. The best thing you can do with it is share it.
I agree.
Give it away.
Yeah, give it away. Yeah. I agree.
Unless if you don't give it away, or if you don't part with it, it's gonna go with you too.
I agree. Yeah. Definitely got to give it away. Yeah, because if you're holding on to it and you're not sharing, what's the point? You develop all these skill sets and these traits and qualities, but you're not giving out to the world.
No.
Yeah, what good is it?
What good is it?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
It might not be a mark that everyone will see, but it's a mark that they know that help them to develop into whoever they become.
Yeah, I agree. Considering you're an entrepreneur, are there any books, anything that you're reading in order to make sure that you keep your mental shape in regards to being an entrepreneur? physical copy, audio, whatever. Anything that's
For
keeping
me,
you sharp.
Well, back in the days, it used to be more like encyclopedias.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff the stories and stuff like that. It takes. I try to go into the story, and sometimes when you become another character other than yourself, because you have to play the part of what you trying to get into.
Mm-hmm.
It sometimes either be boring or it change you to another person, not say physically, but your mind.
Yeah.
Once you put something in your mind, it stays there, even though you might not think it's still
it's
just
still
a
there.
computer. So I try to just gain knowledge. Otherwise,
Yeah.
whatever I intake, it must have not just one meaning. Must mean something. Must be meaningful.
Yeah. Got you. What's the longest job you've ever had to complete or project? What's the longest you've ever had to do?
It's actually a remodel that a person wanted to penny pinch on, rather than just doing the whole thing one time. He does a part here, a month later a part here, a month later a part here. And
My goodness.
The thing is, when I give my word, when I make a commitment, I am committed. And I'm not expecting that it was gonna take that long, but a project that was supposed to take a month ended up taking like 4 months.
My goodness. Because of the customer.
Because of the customer.
Wow.
That's the discouraging part, but the blessing in all of that, I was able to fill in with other stuff in between. Only thing to go and start over on something that should have been done a long time ago. Here we go again. Those are the only times, honestly, that I can say that I have, not say frustration, but sadness. Because it would have been over and done with in a shorter space of time, and you don't have to keep revisiting, restarting, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, this question here.
Oh, God.
He said, "Oh God, I
Yeah.
promise you it ain't
Let
crazy."
me find
He gonna help you. He gonna help all of us.
it. Yeah, he always does. Always beside the
You, you funny, man. You hilarious. If you could eat dinner with 4 historic people from Kingston, Jamaica,
Wait, for what?
historic people
Historic. Oh.
from where you grew up,
Oh, yeah.
who would it be and why? Put a spin on it. You know, give him a little flavor. From where you grew up, who would it be and why?
Well, why would be because definitely each one of these individuals have an influence on my mental state, mental capacity, how I see, how I view things, each one of them have their own little play in it. So that would be the why.
Okay.
But to begin, it would be like a man like Marcus Garvey, which I think you should have.
Marcus Garvey.
You have a little bit on that dude. To me, see the world from a standpoint of unity.
I like that.
Unity is strength in us, black people. He was talking about us. He tried to get us to go back home, which he did in some part. A lot of people did go back home to Africa. But it's not because of the African base, it's just the way that he saw things that I'm referring to.
Right.
A man like,
Okay, that's one.
yeah, that's one. A man like Bob Marley.
Of course. Yeah, I figured you were gonna throw him in there.
And basically, he's kind of like the storyteller of Marcus Garvey.
I like that.
A lot of the things that he vocalized are stuff that are the way Marcus Garvey portrayed his life.
Makes sense.
So, like, okay, I said Bob Marley. In terms of Jamaican,
Yeah, whoever. You
Well,
funny.
yeah, it's funny. Influences. Because I do a little bit of stuff from all of them, even music too.
Yeah, whoever you wanna.
From
Whoever
Bob
those-
Marley, I mean,
Yeah.
just, but whoever,
Gotta give me two more.
yeah, I'm gonna give you two more, but I want to be right about it. They have to mean something.
Okay.
They have to definitely mean something. I would say my sister. She the one that passed.
Hmm.
Yeah, she always technically, I would say she believed in me more than I believed in myself back then. You know, she was more of a brutally honest person when it comes on to telling me exactly what it is.
You need that sometimes.
Yeah, you have to have that. If you don't have that sense of balance, you can lose yourself.
Yeah.
And I would say my cousin, my best friend, the one that we started the business together. He's my cousin, closer than a brother, my best friend. Yeah, I think I can say we feed from each other in terms of how life treated us. We both work in the hotel together. He came to Miami, I went on the cruise ship kind of stuff.
Mm. Oh, that's Julia?
I just stopped it. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the struggles that we have in life, we had similar we had similar situations, even in our relationship. We were born a day away from each other, so I think he was one of my balances, that especially moving from a teenager into adult and even beyond.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Going back to Bob Marley, I know we had a discussion sometime last year. I know he has a movie out called One Love. But you were saying that isn't the real story. So I mean, what's the
can't ask me to tell a bad story, man.
I'm just saying, man. You from there? I mean, what?
No, it's portrayed to me. They put it in the way that Americans would appreciate it. They wouldn't say, not that they wouldn't understand it, but they put it the way they can sell it.
Hmm. So as far as the movie,
as far as the movie is concerned, but he was down to earth as hell. He was down to earth, just like me and you having a conversation.
That's good.
But he was brutally honest. The things that if you ask him a question, do not expect that he's gonna sugarcoat. Especially if you're on the other side, he's not gonna sugarcoat. He's gonna, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Just like that.
Just like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I accept it. I'll accept it. Are there any other cities in Jamaica that you've been to?
The whole island. The whole island. I used to get 3 months off from the cruise ship. It would be 13 months on, 3 months off. But it started out 10 months, then the second year I went 13 months straight. Whew. And then took 3 months off, and I continued that trend until I was done with it.
That's a long time.
Yes,
man.
sir. It's almost like being in prison. However, it allowed me to travel the world.
On that cruise ship.
On that cruise ship. So it was like, hey, might as well enjoy it. I'm out here.
Blessing in disguise, huh?
Blessing in disguise. So even when I get my 3 months off, I probably would get off on another continent, tour that continent, and then come back home for a month and then go again. But Jamaica was a must. Each time I had to go around the island. Because I have friends in every corner. Take it back. When I was in high school, we used to have this Ford Transit van, a 16-seater. It would be compared to a 16-seater. My best friend at the time was like 7 years older. He's just a cool cat. So he had there was like 6 or 7 of us. We used to go camping in all of the parishes, 7 parishes. We just go, we camp out, girls, drink, dance, have fun. It was wild. And that was that was after I left home. So that was like 16 to when I left high school. 2-3 years we did that. So the whole island, when I said the whole island. The whole island.
Wow, that's dope.
That's how I learned the rest of the island. But then I used to like to drive around the island when I go on vacation.
Vacation, yeah. That's cool.
My first daughter went around the island a couple times with me. She used to love it too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Last question. What advice would you give to those that are looking to become a licensed general contractor or getting in that field? What advice would you leave to people that want to pursue that?
If it's about making the money, the quick money, and not about the care of it, the safety factors, what the customer want, don't do it. It's gonna feel good for a while, but then after a while, you'll be probably hurting yourself and hurting people in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something that you love to do.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have challenges, not just from situations, but from the customer themselves, or pleasing people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks? Anything else you want to share?
Or anything else? Call Randy and see if I can,
Yeah, man.
Take care of whatever the issue is. It doesn't matter. I'll try to take care of the issue. And if I cannot satisfy you, we'll meet halfway.
I love it.
All right?
I appreciate you, man. See, it was cool, man. It was cool. I got, to learn more about you and all that good stuff. But that is it. Forest Hill Admin Family Online Community. This is our first episode, bringing in the year of 2025, man. Y'all come in and be in our live community, 6962 Forest Hill Drive, man. Also, do me a favor and go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Forest Hill Library District, man. Definitely want to make sure that we're impacting people in many different ways. This is your host, Willie Beeman. We will see you guys next week with Mr. Robert Rodriguez from the Tejas Classic Group. Peace.